Mysterious.
Where am
Good
I?
evening. Good evening, Tiff. Yes, we are. We are live.
Hello.
Oh, how are you tonight, darling?
I'm doing well, doing well. Been a very cold day here, so I've been trying my best to keep warm.
Yes, yes. So I almost had a cat nap before I hopped on, and as you heard, when I hopped on, I had some music to kind of get my energy up and running. What techniques have you got, Tiff, to get your energy up and running? Have you got any particular techniques you use, or when you're
I do
feeling
what
low?
you do. I put the music on straight away. That's my first thing to build the energy up. I might start kind of low and work my way up, but just to get moving and get that energy flowing through me, whatever
Mm.
that energy may be, let it flow.
Yes, let it flow. So if you're angry, get that energy out. And if you're feeling nice and calm and you need to wake up, like I could have just hopped into bed. But it is
Well, glad to
tonight's
have
our
you
night.
here.
Yeah, no, it's all good. You wouldn't really want to just hop into bed and miss out on all this wonderful interaction with all you beautiful people here on Spiritual Events Directory. So, good evening, Christine Murray Clark. Good evening, Brent. We are doing okay. We're thawing out. I am streaming from Tasmania, and Tiffy's streaming from
Adelaide, beautiful
Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Nice city, Adelaide. So
Mm.
let's know where are you all from? Let's have a conversation. We love conversations here. We don't want to just sit here and spruik stuff. We'd love to know what's going on for you. And Kylie Furlong, I'm low vibing, but music does help. Would love some guidance. Well, I'm going to put you up on the top of our list for when we get to that part of our time together. We want to know what's going on in your world. Are you feeling alive and vibrant? Are you looking for some inspiration tonight? Do you use essential oils? Do you use Young Living essential oils? We've got lots of questions for you, and let us know what's happening in your world. What will happen is we'll have a bit of a chat, bit of a banter, bit of get to know you all and see what mode everybody's in. Christine Marie Clark is feeling emotional. And Brent would love a relationship guidance if possible. We'll see what comes up for you, Brent. And yeah, let's know what's happening. Tiff and I are all excited about vibrations at the moment and frequency. We had a great talk in our little oil group last night all around the frequencies that we have. Well, frequencies of our bodies and frequencies of things that we are using in the home for personal care, for cleaning products, and whether those frequencies are in harmony with our body. And we are all around harmony, aren't we, Tiff?
Absolutely. And finding new ways to bring it in and to keep and to spread it as well.
Yep. So, one of the very best ways Tiff and I know what to do, the first thing we reach for is ta-da!
Any oil. Ooh.
Yes, an essential oil. Absolutely. So we talked last night in our little wisdom group around the frequencies of essential oils. Now, we work with Young Living Oils because we love frequencies and we love good vibrations. So Gary Young from Young Living, he did some testing on I think it's called a BT machine, and Young Living has tested a lot of our essential oils, and we know what frequencies they are. And we know that our body has frequencies and everything has frequencies. Actually, it was so good to hear my granddaughter come home the other day and say, everything's energy, Nana. And I went, yay. Because I didn't learn that at school. Did you learn that at school, Tiff?
I had a basic sort of understanding of that, but I also had parents that had bigger ideas as well. So I'm not sure if I don't recall whether I learnt that in school or outside of that.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Hmm.
I always had a basic idea that everything's and like atoms held together by vibrations, and therefore everything is a vibration. So
Exactly. And yet we were told, well, my understanding was everything, a solid was a solid, and that's it, full stop. Like, I can't remember learning anything much more than that, or maybe I missed it. But I think as what's happening is our awareness is expanding and people are becoming more conscious, and we are so much in a time of people coming into the understanding of frequencies and vibrations. And somebody here, Shaman Birrell, said, I love frequency and good vibrations too. Absolutely. So how do we know if our vibrations are high? How do you know if yours is high, Tiff? What would you say?
Well, you notice basically your own thoughts and movements, I guess. You know, if you're feeling downtrodden and stuff like that, that's usually a good indication that, you know, your vibrations are low. And then after that, obviously, illnesses and diseases can step into it, which is absolutely amazing once you understand the science behind it. But I think it's just really being really cautious of taking note of those thoughts and those nudges, and whether you're beating yourself up or whether you're feeling like you can accomplish things or not.
Yep. And one of my examples is that, and I'm just writing names down here while I'm chatting and listening to you. One of my things is, well, if you've had a late night and maybe had a little bit too much merriment the night before, you wake up in the morning and you kind of go, oh, I just want to put the doona back over myself. Don't really have the energy to face the day. We definitely know that we are in a funk, in a low energy type situation. So we grab an essential oil, because when you grab an essential oil, and yes, here's Zita's talking about frequencies match the same frequencies. So on our talk last night, I'm not quite sure whether people fully understood it, but if we are in harmonic resonance, if an instrument is playing a note and other notes on that instrument can pick up that resonance, that harmonic resonance, and you will have two things playing at once. Now, if we don't have our harmonic resonance in our body in harmony, what actually happens is things we use in our daily life, the messages aren't sent and received, or they might be sent but they're not received. It's like having your mobile phone turned off and you're trying to make a call. And that's what happens to the receptors in our body when we are using too many chemicals, and or when our body's in overload with the chemicals that we are using. And this is where essential oils come in. And also it's really actually where essential oils that have the right frequency in our body are the important ones to use. So Young Living's oils are unadulterated. There's no other oil additive other than the pure oil. And a lot of our education for people is learning what a pure oil is and what a pure oil isn't. So just because they've got 100% pure on the bottle, it doesn't actually mean very much. It just means there's some small amount of pure oil in the bottle, and legally they can put anything else in the bottle. And we know that Young Living doesn't do that because we are looking for therapeutic value. So sometimes we just like to let people know that, because I was unaware of the importance of the frequencies of oils and the importance of using really good quality oil to get the frequency. So tonight, folks, we are talking about Young Living. Now, Jess Miller's saying frankincense, 3 wise men, angelica for starters. So Jess is giving us the oils that she loves. And yes, she was with us last night, and very sensitive to noise and vibration, electrical hums, etc. Absolutely. And I think for many of us, as we raise our vibrations and fine tune ourselves, we do become more and more sensitive. And the older I've got less tolerance for things that are not in the vibration that I want to be in. So have you noticed that, Tiff? That
definitely becoming more in tune, like since working with you, absolutely, and having the oils in my life. Just little things like the electrical hums, even like if something's left on during the night, I absolutely have to get up and turn it off because it just buzzes so loud. and
Yeah.
being more in tune, and able to respond rather than react with like the people I love around me and stuff like that, and myself. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. So Jess is saying, answering the question. So Jess is answering the third eye question. Okay, good on you, Jess. We've got lots of helpers here, a few people in our beautiful Young Living crew, and we all love to get together. We love to support each other. We've got Ziti, Jess Miller, and the beautiful Love, Light and Healing with Shazza. And Shazza, I hope you're feeling a bit better tonight. I couldn't quite get to you properly last night. So, Kyle, let's know, everybody, if you would like us to pull an oil, what I will do, here's the list I have so far, and I will do my best to add more along the way. What happens is Tiffy pulls out some cards, and then I'll pull out an oil or an oil card, and we will see what we can do to help you feel inspired. So I've got Kyle, and then Brent, Audrey, and Christine Maria Clark. So, Kyle, could or any of you four let us know if you were still here? We usually like to confirm so we're not taking up someone's time who would who's prepared to stay on, because we do a bit of chatting in between. It's not just us giving and giving and giving to you. It's about creating this relationship, and usually we create a bit of a conversation. Sorry, it's Kylie. I thought it was Kylie, but I left the I out. So we love to work with people and support you. So Audrey, you're still here. So we will go Kyle, Brent, Audrey, and then Christine and Shazza. Sorry to hear you've had a terrible night. We can chat afterwards if you need a bit of support somehow. So Kyle, and I'm not sure what oh, good on you, Brent, and you love learning about new things. Yeah, great. So we have a group called Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom, and the link to my group is in the explanation above, or you can just search it. And actually, all my details are in that little thing underneath the little header that's going along underneath. And yeah, thanks, Tiffy. Oh, I love those. Tiff, you've been playing.
Thank you.
And that's right, Jess, we are creating a fabulous oil. I'll call it an oil immunity, oil immunity family. I love it, Jess.
I've been calling it Mount Olympus.
Nice. All right, so we have got Kylie. What's happening with you, Kylie? Let's see what Tiff pulls out for you.
Kylie. So I'm getting there's a lot of bright spiritual energy surrounding you at the moment, and perhaps you're having trouble sort of like interpreting it, or even maybe you're not even sort of aware of how much like your guardians are in and around you at the moment, because there's a big step forward for you, but it requires a lot of healing, and that is honestly the best way you can go for you, because there's a lot of opportunities on the horizon, and you're going to need to be fit and aligned for these opportunities to like absolutely get the best out of them. Things around you are going to improve so much if you do that inner work, and I'm talking spiritually, emotionally, and physically, whether it means like looking at your diet or taking more time to meditate or just for yourself. It's going to really just help you get that motivation and step through those doors as they open.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. And for you, the oil that is presenting for you is Sisters. Now, Sisters, it's coming up a lot lately.
It is.
I think every few days where Sisters is coming out for someone, and it's the oil that's going to help you realize that every experience is a great teacher, so that you're going to avoid that feeling of shock and incompetency is the word I'm getting. So maybe something's happened that's kind of blown you out of the water or put you into a situation where you need some restoration. So Sisters is that oil that is going to help buffer those feelings for you. And just remember that whatever you're going through, if it's something that feels uncomfortable, that is really about you moving into that uncomfortableness and coming out the other side. Now, Tiff and I were having a talk about feelings. I'm going to hand it over to you, Tiff, because we were talking about this just before we jumped on. So do you want to
Yeah,
take over?
absolutely, yeah. So sometimes it's really easy to, you get these affirmations in your head and stuff, but you've got to like sort of incorporate it into your body. And the hardest part about that for me is like everything is just so uncomfortable. And we need to sort of get used to being comfortable in the uncomfortable and honoring what it has to teach us before we can really fully move forward. And I was explaining to Kay that there's a little physical exercise you can do to sort of help bring that in and clear your mind of that anxiousness to get out of being uncomfortable. So if you like cross your arms, but then you instantly switch it the other way and you just hold it for a little bit, because you want to go to the other way. It doesn't feel right to have them the wrong way around. But it's getting more and more natural for me. The first time I did this, I wasn't even sure. I was like, what do you mean opposite?
Yeah,
But yeah, if you
so
hold
everyone
it,
can do this. All you people who are watching, you can do this and just notice the energy and notice the uncomfortableness and what happens. And take some breaths with that. I love that.
Yeah, and you can do it with like an emotional state as well. You can sort of sit and go, okay, what exactly about this is uncomfortable? And just sort of, sit with it. Like when we're upset and we reach out and we talk to somebody, most of the time we just want to be heard and we want to be believed, but we forget to do that to ourselves. So you need to listen to what your body's saying and go, okay, I hear you and I understand and it's okay. And we're going to work on that. So yeah, you got to give the same love to yourself that you give out.
Absolutely. That's the ongoing lesson, isn't it? How much love can I give to myself without feeling guilty or without feeling that I don't deserve it or anything like that. So for you, Kylie, I hope those messages resonated with you. And I just also want to say to people, I am offering half-hour wellness consultation sessions at the moment, complimentary, half an hour, so you can have a talk with me. We can look at what oils are going to support you and your needs so that you can grab some oils and move forward with your journey. And or if you want to come and join our essential oil group, there it is there, Kay's Essential Oil Wisdom. Come and join us there. We have lots of fun over there talking and sharing about oils. So very good, Kylie. That's fantastic. So Brent, are you still here? You are. You're next, and then there's Audrey. So we will go to Brent now. And was it Brent looking for love?
Looking for love.
Yes, Jules, this crossing of your arms, I have to stop and think about it. But what is actually happening when we do this crossing of our body or any movement that has the right and the left sides of our body is we are integrating, we're actually crossing the midline of the brain. So we're accessing both sides of the brain. Now, we all tend to be more dominant on one side of the brain more than the other. And so if I'm right-brained, which I am, I'm creative. I think about, someone might say to me, oh, I'm going to have a stall on the weekend and I'm doing this. And I might then go, oh, wow, you could do this or that. Or, and I bring all these ideas in, which can be sometimes overwhelming because you can't do everything at once. Other people might feel that, they're more logical, they're more thinking, they're more analytical, they want more structure. And ultimately, we all want to balance both sides of our brain and both sides of our ability to be passive or active, receptive or dominant. And we need to navigate our way through all those emotions and all those physical feelings and all those kind of things. So, good morning, Stephanie Newell. First time seeing you all. You must come from the USA, I would say. Oh, good on you, Jules. Thanks for supporting us. That's fantastic. All right, now we're going to move over to Brent, and Brent is looking for love. Let's see what's in the cards for Brent.
So, Brent, I've gotten that perhaps maybe you've gotten like a change of perspective, or maybe like you're not looking for what you used to be looking for. It's and that's great. Like it's really important sometimes to really just pin down like what you want, like write that letter of who you want, you know, put out there to the universe. But also make sure that, once again, that you're loving yourself, because you need to make sure that you're in a position that somebody's going to want to be in as well. Because when it comes to relationships, it's really important to make sure that you're not just filling yourself, but you're also giving to fill the other person as well. Like, people like to say relationships are 50-50. They're 100-100 all the way. Like, if it's any less than 100-100, I'm not interested. So you got to make sure that, you know, you're at your best, and make sure that you're lifting any old weight that you have on your shoulders, because you don't want to be bringing that kind of baggage, I guess, into any kind of new situations. And once you really start to like love yourself and connect and really like focus on what it is you want for yourself, things work out beautifully. Like, your vibration will absolutely attract everything in that you need.
I love that. Some great advice there from you, Tiff. Brent, thanks for confirming that makes sense. Now, the interesting thing is that I've got the card acceptance, and it soothes sorrowful emotions. This oil is fantastic for accepting who you are and where you are, and accepting the situation. And I always have this feeling of concern when someone is desperate to find somebody, because that can be an indication that you're needy, you're desperate. And when you come from that place, it means that you're more vulnerable, and vulnerable in the sense of you might be attracting somebody else who's coming from that place. Now, don't get me wrong, because I think often we are attracted to people because we have needs, but you want to make sure that that someone comes into your world who isn't going to be overly needy. So someone who can, you know, bounce through that give and take of the situation. And write that list. I think Tiffy talked about a list. So do your dreaming and imagine what kind of person you want to have. Do your shopping list. And also think about what kind of person you need to be to attract the right kind of person that is going to be there for you. So acceptance is a great blend to support that situation. So now we have Audrey, and Audrey did ask about oils for self-esteem. Now we have lots of oils for self-esteem. Let's see what presents. I'll go back. Audrey said she's still here just a little while ago, so I'm assuming that you are still here. And then we'll go to Christine Marie Clark, to Shazza, and Shaman Birrell. Yes.
So Audrey, it's time to rejuvenate yourself. It's really just time to like find that spark and then fan the heck out of it, because you've got it all in you. Like, there is so much light that is like just trying to come out, and you really just need to just love yourself and really let go of focus on what isn't working for you, and just let go of it. Let go of all those bad habits. Let go of any guilt that's attached to things that don't work for you anymore, and just really let yourself shine, because you've got a lot of loving energy around you, and it's time for you to really step into that role that you've got waiting for you. There's this really beautiful, better chapter of your life that is just really asking for you to claim it.
Fantastic. Now, Audrey, I'm going to pick a blend for you. Self-esteem, just off the top of my head, I'd be looking at orange oil. I'd be looking at frankincense. I'd be looking, actually, we have this fantastic collection of oils, and I've gone through them and given every one of them an affirmation for the intention of activating your courage. So what we do with these oils is, when we're using our oils, we are using them with intention. So your affirmation could be something like, I am courageous. I am ready to step out into my full purpose. I am, I am shining my inner light or something like that. So we have lots of oils that would support your self-esteem. In actual fact, just any of these oils will. So, but what the blend that's coming up for you is highest potential. Now, this one, if I can find my highest potential, where is it? Oh, don't know where it is. No, that's magnify your purpose. Anyway, there it is. So highest potential. This oil is going to help to protect your energy field. It's great for decision making. So, if you're lacking confidence, it's probably also part of the trait of that is that you don't know what you want, or you don't even know how to express lavender. Sorry, I'm reading a comment. You don't necessarily know how to express yourself. So highest potential is perfect for you because it eradicates those feelings of uselessness, and it's going to support you to, move through that energy and come out. And I would also recommend that you look at, what is it that lights you up? And and I just got this sort of a sense that there's somebody or people around you that are that actually put you down, and it's time for you to either step right away from those people, or allow that to flow through you and over you and around you, so that you've kind of, you could put on your highest potential. For example, you could apply this oil. So I just pop a drop in the palm of my hand. You activate it, you smell it, yum, and then, oh gosh, I love this oil. And then you move it in and around your aura and your energy field, so that you are creating like a bubble of protection, so that you can start stepping out into your expression of who you really are. So I hope that helps, Audrey. And Jules, Jess is recommending stress away. Yep. Peace and calming would be helpful as well. And last night when we were having our conversation in our oil group, we were talking about actually I'm doing interviews with people at the moment who are using these oils. And actually it might have been in our intention group. I can't remember which conversation it was in, but we were all, what we all feel with these oils is that they help that inner transformation. And you mightn't just say, yes, it's that one oil. You might say, I'm not quite sure which one in particular, but they all bring this rich, the words, like a fruit cake, with lots of different types of fruit, or lots of different energies that come in. And we find ourselves doing things that we never thought we'd be doing. And that's what's happened to me. And Tiff has experienced that as well. I've been using these oils for 12 years now. And how long
I'm coming up on 8 or 9 months or something like that now. Yeah. And I came here just all from one of those free consults with Kay. Like, whoa, come on, guys. Yeah. Ta-da. Here I am.
Yeah, fantastic. And on that note, did you ever think you'd be doing something like this? Was it something?
No. No. I always wanted to, I've definitely, I know healings in my life path, absolutely. I knew essential oils were a part of it, but not like this, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And what I'm doing, as I said before, I've just started a series of conversations called Illuminating Conversations, the Courage for Change. And I'm interviewing Tiff next Wednesday. I interviewed lovely Zita, who was on here a little bit earlier. And we're just sharing our life, and also what we have in common is this thread of how our life has changed and what these oils have done for us. And I'm sitting looking at your name, Jess Miller, and I'm I'm going to be saying to you, do you want to come next? And have an interview. Tell us what you do, because Tiff's also creative. She loves the oils as well. And with the oils, you've stepped into that position of, well, I know what they've done for me. I don't want to keep that for myself. And that's why Tiff and I resonate, because it's what happened for both of us, and we are building businesses. And it's so exciting because we're building a business, but we're building community. We're changing our own life, and that's what this is all around. It's all around that transformational process.
Honestly, that's the best part of it. The rest of it is gravy, like the community is just, the best.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, Shaman Birrell, was that you who asked? She's having a good cackle there. I love that. Somebody asked, do I have a website? We do have a website. Right here it is, www.mywl.com/K Hamilton. So, but you can also come and join our Essential Oil Wisdom group. You can have a free consultation with me. That was Audrey who wanted the website. So come and find us, friend request us, and we will set you straight with these beautiful oils. Christine Marie Clark, let's see what we've got in store for you. Now, you wanted something for the third eye. You can start the reading, and while you're pulling those cards, I will talk about other oils. That would be great. So Palo Santo, myrrh, any oils that are high in those sesquiterpenes that are going to help to hone in those beautiful messages. What else was I thinking of? Angelica is a good one. They call that the oil of the angels. In actual fact, what happens with all of these oils, because they go through, when we smell an oil, they go through our nose, they go in through our receptors, they go right through into the limbic region of our brain. So that is how they give us this positive effect. So they help to release stress that is locked in our mind and in our body. And when we release the stress that's being held within our energy field and within our thoughts and our body, once you release that and let it go, which is really what happens with these oils, it's like something that might have bothered you yesterday. It's like the next day you kind of go, I don't really think I want to get caught up in that today. And you will just find, is that how you would feel it, letting go? What can you explain?
In particular, I've found, like, as a parent, like, sometimes it's just like, and now I'm often giggling more often than not. Like, it's just so much easier.
Yeah. They just help us go with the flow, don't they, really?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And without the tears and the bother and without all the I found for me it's less of a need to spend time in those diving deep into that, those dark places. You can just, that release happens. It's just like natural, as a matter of course, rather than having to go through any heavy duty processes.
Absolutely.
So what have we got for Christine?
Christine,
and anyone else cards? Sorry, I'll just give us some names, people. If you would like a message of inspiration, let us know.
So Christine, I've gotten that you are starting to make some real changes in your life, whether that be outside or inside, but you're being encouraged to continue to just cleanse and streamline and get functioning, because there's going to be this really exhilarating energy that comes when you, like, once you maintain your flow, you're just going to find that you're just going to snowball into this amazing, like, you're going to step into this really true, authentic, bright version of yourself, and you're just going to have this beautiful personal power, and you're really getting that you're on the right track to that. But make sure that you're taking time to, ground, reconnect, make sure that, you reassess when necessary. Like, just because things are going doesn't mean you keep going with it if you don't want to. Make sure you're heading the right direction. But I'm getting that, there's this beautiful, even better part of your life beginning, and you just need to keep at it.
Mm. Okay, great. Now I have a blend for you and it's called Energy. So this might be an indication that your energy is low. Your affirmation with this oil would be, I have unlimited energy that flows through me effortlessly. And there'll be some beautiful oils in there that are going to help wake you up. Your third eye will be sparkling, and your energy for getting on with whatever it is that you want to do is going to be good for you. Oils that are good for grounding. We have
Grounding.
grounding. We have a blend called grounding. Gosh, they do move around. Here it is here, and actually, we had in another oil group we have on a Sunday morning. Grounding was the oil that that was on our list to learn about this month. And Alan was sharing with us all the frequencies of grounding and how they work in our body. And it's an absolutely fascinating topic. And there seems to be a lot of people wanting to learn more and more about frequencies. So grounding, fantastic oil to put on your feet. We have so many, unlimited amount. Christine, I'd be saying get the premium starter bundle, and you've got all the third eye oils, you've got the grounding oils, you've got the middle of the road oils, you've got so many oils in that beautiful collection that will support you in all ways. What does Jeff say? I say often how much these oils have changed my life. Tried other big name oils, did not have the same vibration, not that fresh, clean smell that Young Living have. Yes. Oh, that's right, Jess. Exactly how I feel about it as well. So what Tiffy's doing is clearing her energy using the oils. Is that what's happening in between?
Yeah.
Just so that she can keep her vibes high and tune in. We love sitting here. If we've got the oils that are presenting for you, we love to grab them and use them in our energetic field, expand our auras, and by the end of these evenings, we are usually on cloud 21.
And slipping and sliding all over the place.
Yeah. So our vibrations are raised over what's the highest vibration is blue cypress, which is this one, and it has the vibration of 535 megahertz. So this
Beautiful.
one's an oil, and we want to be vibing so high that the bumps in the road don't have us falling down to that, that deep dive that they can. So when you've got a good oil around you, you've got tools to pick you up, but also because you're using oils, just like Tiff is saying, I don't buy into the nonsense with the kids anymore. I'm not going to get hooked. I'm not going to be the big fish on the hook. So how many of you got, lovely cloud shaman? Fantastic. Okay, so Christine, I hope that one's helped you. Shazza, are you still here? We've got Shazza. Shaman Birrell, would you like a message? And who else do we have here who would like a message? Jewel did ask as well. So let's see if Shazza is, or Jewel will still be on. So let's go with her, and then we'll see if Shazza is keen. And Jewel's really excited to get her own account with Young Living. Oh, okay, she's here. We'll do you after Jewel, though, because Tiffy's tuning in to Jewel. And then Shaman, we will do you. So 1, 2, 3.
So Jules, make sure that you're playing. Make sure that you're connecting with that inner child and that you're not getting bogged down by all those responsibilities and stuff like that. Because, we all do that. And our inner child has so much to offer us that, and it's so important to heal that inner child too. Like, we've all got to do that inner work. And once you really I feel like once you get your playfulness together, your work will become easier, and you'll really be able to just start like feeling the abundance around you, and you'll really just start be able to like not just grow it around you, but like really bring it in and ground it into the life around you. There is so much healing energy coming around you. Maybe something to do with that, starter kit. But yeah, there is lots of loving energy around you, and you just really, really need to embrace it. Hey, celebrate it. Let that energy flow, whatever it makes you feel. Because yeah, you've got a lot of loving light, healing energy surrounding you.
Oh, that's
Just
beautiful.
step into it.
I'm having a cackle because I think it was this morning that I pulled out Inner Child for Jules. Was that this morning, Jules? Anyway, that's pretty amazing because, or it might have been yesterday, but that was the message I got for Jules. And yeah, here it is. So, but the oil that I've found for you, Jules, is gathering. So, but obviously, Inner Child, Tiffy is.
It's one of my favorites.
It's great, isn't it? So, gathering is I am balanced and supported. I have a loving community that gathers around me daily, and that's beautiful because you have been embracing our Young Living community in our wisdom group. And you're so excited. I love it. I'm getting messages from you all day and every day about oils and asking questions. And you're like, you're just on fire. And it's just such a delight. So gathering, so it's a time for you to gather your energy and to gather those around you that are going to be supportive. So a beautiful blend for, bringing all those threads of if there's any disharmony or unfinished business, it's time for you to gather your energy and hold your energy for yourself. And you're going through an important time at the moment because I know what's happening in your life. So I hope that one would help. So we'd love a message from High. We'll come to you. So Shazza is next. And then Ashley Woods. We've got Jules, Shazza, then Shamon Birrell, Rose McMahon, and Ashley Woods. So hang around, folk. Ashley Wade. So let's see what we've got for you, Ashley. Sorry, Shazza.
So Shazza, I'm getting that maybe you've got some old hurt or some old pains that might be coming up for you at the moment. And it might seem really daunting, but it's a bit of a blessing in disguise because once you do work through this stage, everything is going to start to work out in your favor, and you're going to feel like a less of a weight on your shoulder, but you are going to need to be patient, and you're going to need to make sure that you reach out when you need to. It's sometimes, particularly old hurts can be hard to focus in on. It's really hard. I'm getting scatterbrains, even just trying to get my words out at the moment. So don't rush it. Really just let things sit with you. You don't need to be everything all of the time. Just take things one step at a time. And if you don't know what's going on, like say you're feeling down and you're trying to figure out why, you don't need to figure out all of the why. Maybe just focus on the physical part of that and then work through to the next stage. And once you do things slowly and step by step, that's when you're able to heal everything absolutely and completely without leaving anything behind.
That was amazing because when you were talking about being scattered and things, the whole of your the internet connection was like in tune with your message. It's amazing how
I felt that.
Yeah, and you're going, and all your screens going blurry and glitchy, and so yeah. So and I've got the oil transformation for you, Shazza. It converts negative emotions to positive emotions and gets you ready to move forward, which is really what all around what Tiffy was, those messages she was giving you. So and if you've got frankincense, Palo Santo, or cardamom, you could use those oils. But Transformation has lots of different powerful oils in it, and I'm trying to peel it back just to let you know, Shazza, but it's not peeling in it. Oh, here it comes. The important part. So with Young Living, we have these little, and this oil I've had for a while, and I haven't peeled this one back ever. So it's proving to be a little bit of hard work. It's a bit messy. It's not usually this messy. But you've got, oils like Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood, frankincense, Idaho Blue Spruce, Ocotea, and even Palo Santo. So, lots of really high energy oils and good third eye
Third
oils,
eye.
those things, oils for transformation and meditation, those, spiritual times. So maybe it's a time for you to kind of just, bring your energy in and, move away from procrastination and just sit with it.
We tend to hold it in the body too. So maybe pay attention to sometimes like when I was dealing with the depths of my PTSD, I found like even just rubbing the particular spot that was tingling or hurting when I was having that particular emotion, it helps release it on a cellular level. And doing that with oils is just honestly next level.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, so we're moving to Shaman Birrell. Where are you from, Shaman? I've got a feeling you're from over yonder somewhere. I think you were on with us last week, maybe. Hello, Tina Simpson. So we're going to go do Shaman, and then we will be moving on to Rose and then Ashley. And you're from Brisbane. Oh, there you go.
So Shaman, it's really time for you to just sort of let go of those things that are out of your control and that do your head in. If you see things spiraling out of control around you that have nothing to do with you, just let it go. It's really time for you to focus on you, cleanse yourself, maybe get outside, go to the ocean, have a nice, beautiful bath, a beautiful, like maybe have a look at your diet perhaps, because sometimes when I like to look at my food as what power am I trying to absorb right now? That's but once you've done that, once you've really calmed yourself, it's really time to ask for what you want and physically put it out there, whether it be asking a person or putting it down on a letter. You really need to put those intentions out, because once you set them, that's when you can see them starting to happen. And nobody is going to be able to guess what you want. Like only you need to teach people what you want, how to love you, how to treat you. And once you do that, that's when it all happens.
I love that. How many of us think that we need to show someone else how we need to be loved? So that's really, for me, that's all around communication, isn't it? Communicating what you need, what you want from other people. And then they get it's like sowing the seeds, isn't it, really? And the oil that's come out for you marries the beautiful messages you got from Tiff, and it's Envision. Now, this is the oil about you creating your vision. I allow myself to see what I need to see and renew my focus. So a time for you to set your intentions, get out your vision board, grab some Envision oil and start doing that vision and bringing things into your life that you are looking for. So beautiful. Tina's saying so many questions, so little time. And Shaman said, thanks, Tiff. And we've got Wales, Catherine Edwards, Wales in the house. And we have Ashley Wade from Ireland. So we have Rose. I think Rose is from Ireland as well, from memory. And Jocelyn Stevens, I'll add you to our list. Now, even if you're in Wales, we are using Young Living oils, and we are talking and sharing about Young Living oils tonight. So you can actually order these oils no matter what country you're in. or in pretty much in lots of countries around the world. And so just grab my website there, and you can browse through the website. Make sure you pick the country you're in. Yes, you are on the list, Tina. You will be after Ashley. I've got Rose, Ashley, Tina, and Jocelyn. And for those who've just joined towards the end of this session, you can book in a complimentary wellness session with me for half an hour. We'll sit and talk about what's going on, and I'll help you work out which oils are going to be supportive for you if you just want a conversation. So what have we got for Rose?
So beautiful, Rose, you've got some loving, protecting energy surrounding you, and it's inviting you to explore your world around you and really make sure that you're not letting things pass you by, because there are things around you that are falling into place and you are moving in the right direction. So there may be new aspects of things that are coming in around you, and you're being asked to make sure that you don't miss things and that you're really stopping to smell the roses and enjoy yourself.
Well, that's fantastic, because I've pulled the blend gratitude. Thank you, universe, for always conspiring on my behalf. So it's time for you to put your rose-colored glasses on, Rose, and be thankful for the small things. And as you do that, you will find that that small hub of small things will start expanding and growing. And Ashley from Ireland there. Shaman, great. I look forward to chatting with you. Who are we going to? Ashley, where's Ashley? Yeah.
Ashley, I'm getting a lot of love in your reading. There's a lot of like loving celebration around you at the moment, and it's really asking you to like enjoy it and, you know, be accepting of it. You know, you are love and you're loving and you're deserving of love, and there's a lot of celebration, like, yeah, a lot of love, girl. Just whether you're in a relationship or looking for something, maybe I'm not sure, but it's really time to just enjoy your answers, your prayers, your affirmations are going to be fully realized, and it's just time to really like cuddle up and enjoy it and watch it all fold out. Hope that resonates with you, because yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Well, and I've got inner child, so you're the one that, you know, Ashley, you're a fun loving person, and you know, just let that inner child, just let it go rampant. I'm connected to my inner guidance, and I feel free to let life unfold. So it's about, you know, just not getting too serious, and it's about just letting that joy be your leader of your direction. Breathe in fun and play, breathe out nervousness and doubt. But underneath all this effervescence, there may be that little child that's wounded and needs some healing, and this is the blend that is going to help you with that healing to move forward. And there's an oh my God, yes. So inner child comes from a collection called the Feelings Collection. And Tiff has just been through that protocol. There's a protocol that you can use these oils every day for a month, and you will find you'll step out of your boots with transformation. You'll be up here giving us readings. So, yeah, actually do connect, find the website, book in a session with me. All you have to do is, when at the end of this, go back to our link or find our group K's Essential Oil Wisdom Group, or find me. I'm Kay Hamilton on Facebook. Come and find us. I've got all the links there that you can join the crew. All right. So thank you, Ashley, and thank you for the confirmation. Now we've got Tina Simpson, then we have Jocelyn, Holly Berlin, and Catherine. So let's see if we can scoot through you all. And I don't know whether you saw Jules's beautiful message, but she said, wow, that's a wow factor, because I've got the inner child oil this week from me, and gathering sounds so right for her. So it's time to love yourself. Absolutely beautiful. And that's true. When we listen to other people, others' messages, these messages are not just for us. It's a reminder, and we even have to take notice of our own messages. It's also something in us that needs to hear that as well.
So Tina, I'm getting that maybe you've got a lot of old anger or resentment that you really need to just work through because it's not serving you. Perhaps you need to look at the situation from a different perspective, or maybe you need some insight from somewhere else, whether it be of another person or even research. But it's really time for you to just heal that. It may connect to your inner child, or maybe it's about your inner child being able to come out again. Either way, it's time for you to give yourself that love and let that light out, and just let all of that pain and anything that you don't need anymore dissolve away.
And I've got live with passion. I haven't got this blend at the moment. But anyway, live with passion. So it's that thing of eliminate it, and it will support you to eliminate your emotional blocks and help you to regain your zest for life. It fosters optimism, great, that attitude of optimism, and remind you just to enjoy your destiny and enjoy the journey. So you need, some angelica, some frankincense, or some orange will also be great oils for you, Tina. Not sure what it is, so I'm not sure, and I'm not sure what you're referring to there, darling. So let's know if you want to have a conversation to clarify or give us more clarification there. I have no anger towards anyone. Okay, but it might be towards yourself, darling, deep down. I wonder. Who are we going to? We're going to Jocelyn Stevens. Are you still here, darling? Jocelyn Stevens. Calling Jocelyn Stevens. Let's just give us some confirmation that was a message from earlier. I have no. Okay, yeah. So or we may be right off the mark, Tina.
It's also totally possible.
Anything's possible. Okay. But yeah, come and have a conversation. Just book in a session, have a chat, and we can I can target the oils that are going to support you in your journey. Tonight is just it's just giving you an example of how we roll, and an opportunity to hear about the oils and what they can do for us. And then when we really need to dig down, it's good to have a session to hone in. And I also work with color. I draw some signature artwork for you. I walk you through a process, and you will come away with affirmations. You will come away having resolved something within yourself, ready to open up and step into the new direction or the new version of you. So I do hour readings online with people as well. So if you want to know more about that, you can reach out. Oh, and we better be very quick. We're running out of time.
So Jocelyn, there's a lot of abundance around you. Make sure that you're harvesting what you need and not feeling guilty about it. Let go of all of that debt, or that feeling of owing that you have, and just really step into your new beautiful self, because you deserve so many beautiful things, and they will open up to you once you sort of allow yourself that love.
Beautiful. And I've got Palo Santo for you, which is an oil that's going to help you clear any negativity. It's a spiritual oil used in ceremony, great for meditation and to clear any negativity that is around you. So that is for you, Jocelyn. And then we have Holly, a very quick Holly one, and then a very quick Catherine one. You're good on you, Tina. Come and connect. If anyone wants a conversation straight after this live, I could probably fit somebody in. Let me know. So Kay Hamilton is my name. There's some of our details, my email. Okay, what have we got for Holly, Tiff?
So Holly, you know what your true desires are, and you need to be honest with yourself about them. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to actualize them. And I'm getting that once you really step into like setting your intentions and really focus on what they are, you're really just going to bloom, and you're just going to find a lot of personal healing power around you.
And I've got inspiration. I am aligned with my unlimited creativity, and it flows through me with ease. So it's a time for you to just allow yourself to be creative and get out of that, that structured way of thinking or doing things. I feel the need for you to just change how you mix up how you're doing things and come at it from a whole new inspired place. And Catherine, we've got Catherine Johns. And thank you, Jocelyn. Catherine Edwards John.
So Catherine, there's a lot of positive energy coming away, and everything you're asking for is within your grasp as long as you're giving it the right energy. You need to make sure that you're not welcoming any unhealthy energy or toxic situations into your life, and you just really need to just stay positive, because you have really strong manifestation abilities, and once your clarity and your energy is clear, your health is clear, and you just be able to do things that you couldn't imagine before.
Okay, cool. And I have got surrender. So surrender is accepting life, accepting others, and surrendering to your highest purpose. And that is the key for you, is allows the abundance to flow. So when you surrender to what you're here for, what is your role, and when you kind of really embody that, and I just had this sense of you stepping into those shoes, surrendering to whatever it is you should be doing here. This is the oil. It's time for you to let go. Let go and let God is what comes to me for you. So get on with the job. Post haste. So we better run away so the next person can jump in if there's somebody else after us. I don't know if there is. So even if you're going to watch somebody else, the next person that jumps on, come and connect with us. Come and join our wisdom group and get connected with me so that we can get some oils into your home so that you can feel this amazing sense of transformation, which just happens very naturally. So from our high frequencies to your high frequencies, you have a great evening, everybody, from my heart to yours and from
my heart to your heart.
So thanks, everyone. We've had a great evening and see you around. Cheerio.